Here we go. We're going to start here with this group.
Oh, thank you.
Chris has got it. And here is your first questions. Not all of these are on the test, although some will be. Focus in on the ones on the review when you hear them. Did I say you lose a point if you talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
We decided that so that we don't waste time.
Great. So we're going to start that as soon as I start reading this question. All right, here we go. What helped push American fur trade to move westward in the early 1800s? So your choices are the beaver population was wiped out and the high hat was popular. The next choice is B. The American Fur Trade Company set mountain men to live in the West in its effort to beat competitors from Europe and the East. If at any point you know the answer, you can say it. C is fur trappers called mountain men wanted to be the first to map the Western Territory and asked if the fur company could sponsor their journey. Or D, these are long, Native American trappers from the Pacific Northwest were acclaimed for their skill and Eastern companies wanted to know their secrets. 5 seconds. A is correct. The beaver was trapped out and the high hat was popular. 1 point. You're at -1. All right, you guys have 1 point. Here we go. All right, that group. Who were the mountain men? Were they A, Western fur traders and trappers, B, supporters of low tariffs on fur, C, Eastern settlers who poured into Oregon, or D, Western explorers who mapped the Rocky Mountains? A is correct. They were fur traders and trappers. 1 point. For that group. They can't throw. Maybe you can move the chair. I don't know if you need to. So, all right, here we go. -2. Can I have that one, please? I like this game.
Can I erase this?
Yeah, you can erase all that. All right. Manning Group. The Scotts and Lloyd. Famous singing duo. Thank you. That's not a good question. All right. What put an end to the fur trading, American fur trading business in the 1840s? Was it A, beaver fur went out of fashion, B, Spain and Russia claimed the territory in the Northwest, C, Great Britain heavily taxed the fur trade in Oregon, or D, Native American attacks drove trappers from the Northwest?
I'm on that team.
Yeah, I know. Okay. 5 seconds.
A.
A is correct. Beaver fur went out of fashion and demand fell.
Okay, we'll be
plus
one.
1.
We got 1 too.
Okay, you'll be good too. Oh, don't stand up.
Sabrina.
Wait, what group are we and what group are they? Because they have like -3, we have 1, they have 1, and they have 1.
You'll be 3.
Why don't you just put the name of someone in the group? That's easier.
Okay.
You don't have to erase it all.
No, Jose.
You know what? They could also just keep track of their own points.
Oh.
That might be easier. All right, ready? I did hit the ground. That's fine. All right.
This marker smells like bananas.
All right. Which of the following is true about the Oregon Trail? It ran through the Sierra Nevadas. That's A. B. It required protection by U.S. troops. C. It was a popular route for merchants. Or D. It took 6 months to travel.
See?
C is a popular route for merchants. Incorrect. Who wants to steal it? Yeah.
D.
D is correct. 6 months to travel. 2 points. 2 points for that group. -1 point for Livy's group.
Livy, we have -2.
Okay. 3.
Thank you.
4.
Where do you put Who else has points?
No, we have -11.
All right. Oh, I got to throw it to a group. Give it to them. It's for them. You guys have answered. You've already answered a question, right, Scott? Yeah, you just did.
Yeah, we got 1 point.
Now shush.
Mormons moved from New York to the West in the early 1830s in order to A. Obey the Book of Mormon, B. Prosper in the fur trade, C. Seek out religious freedom, or D. Form an independent state. Obey the Book of Mormon, prosper in the fur trade, seek out religious freedom, or form an independent state.
What was the question?
Why did Mormons move west? 5 seconds. Okay. I didn't say anything yet. I didn't say anything yet. It's incorrect. C is correct. Seek out religious freedom. -1 for Taylor's group, and +1 for 2 for Scott's group. The Scott and the Lloyds. Lloyd and the Scotts. Yep.
Libby, you spelled my name wrong.
I don't know. I don't care. I just want you guys to know the questions here. What's going to be on the test. All right. Don't like that question. Here we go. Already did that one. All right. Here we go. Impressive. All right, gentlemen and lady. What practice caused Mormons to be persecuted in the 1850s? A. The ritualistic slaughter of animals. B. Marriage to more than one wife. B is correct. Marriage to more than one wife. 1 point for Nathan's team. Oh, I'm sorry. Nathan's team. Who hasn't gotten it yet?
Wait.
All the groups?
You guys got
They dropped it.
You got what? Never mind.
Here we go. Brigham Young, to become head of the Mormon Church. Brigham Young became head of the Mormon Church immediately following A. the murder of Joseph Smith, B. outlawing of polygamy, C. arrival of Mormons in the Great Salt Lake, or D. the discovery of the Book of Mormon. A. the murder of Joseph Smith is correct.
Hey, you got -1 now. Oh, I got it.
Got it? All right, group. Impresarios. Impresarios were A. Mexicans who opposed the revolution. B. Agents who brought settlers to Texas. Correct. Agents who brought settlers to Texas. 1 point. Stephen F. Austin. He was A. an impresario who founded a colony in Lower Colorado River. B. the only American to witness the signing of the Mexican Constitution. C. the American agent who enforced Mexico's law on the new settlers. D. Southern settler who spurred Texas to defy the ban on slavery.
Can you repeat it? What was his name?
Stephen F. Austin.
What?
Stephen F. Austin. 5
So you
seconds.
said Stephen Foster. Okay.
Say A again.
The impresario who founded a colony on the Lower Colorado River.
Yeah. A.
Correct. -1 for that group. Didn't hit your head.
Yeah, you did.
No, didn't. Don't believe it.
You hit my head. That's headshot.
I saw my iPad flash before my eyes. Hasn't got me yet.
That's not fair. That was headshot.
-1. Texas settlers disobeyed Mexican laws in the 1820s by bringing what with them? No choices.
Slaves.
Slaves is correct. 1 point.
I'm not talking,
Oh, Lloyd was so ready for that. And it hit his face. Like,
Did you hit him in the face?
it just, he was like, you could see, he saw the ball coming.
It's coming.
Oh, Scott stole it again. Round of applause for Lloyd. That was great. Battle of the Alamo. Shelby.
Wait, don't they lose a point though?
Yeah. Hit Lloyd in the face. Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Southern Texas settlers disobeyed. I already said that. Which is true about the Battle of the Alamo on the test? This is in your study guide. The battle lasted one day. Only one day. Mexico suffered a harsh defeat. It's B. C. All of Alamo's defenders were killed. Or D. The Texas Army captured General Santa Anna. A. Battle lasted one day is incorrect.
C.
C is correct. Everyone in the Alamo was killed.
Chris.
It's 2 points. Protect the iPad. I don't know where we haven't gone in a while. I'm losing count. That's why I want to go in order.
Right here.
You gotta catch him off guard.
I just did. I looked at Jordan and threw it to Connor.
Tricky.
Your group? Okay. I don't have the ball. They do.
Are you filming yourself?
Yeah. Post it on the internets. Who were Californios? Were they A, California ranchers, B, California missionaries, C, colonists who lived in California, or D, Native Americans living in California? C is correct. That was easy for Connor. Colonists living in California. What did the expression 54-40 or fight refer to? Did it refer to A, the line in which they wanted the Northern Territory to extend, B, the line that marked the northern border of what is now California, C, the number of prisoners they wanted Santa Anna to release?
No.
A is correct.
It's not A.
A is
You
correct.
just said it was correct.
Oh.
No, it's not it.
Olivia was not fooled by that. I look off. Dumb question. Never talked about that. Oh. No. No. Bear flag revolt. Oops, is that the answer? No. Here we go. When U.S. Army Captain John C. Fremont joined the revolt in Sonoma in 1846, he wanted California to... So Fremont's goal was A, California to be annexed by the U.S., B, for it to achieve independence, C, to enter the United States as a slave state, or D, that it remain under Mexican rule.
B.
Correct. Achieving independence was Fremont's goal for California. What happened during the Bear Flag Revolt? Did A union of Spanish settlers rise up against the Californios in the Mission District of San Francisco? Did B, General Taylor lead his troops across the Rio Grande? Did C, John C. Fremont, his mapping expedition, fight a black bear while crossing the Sierra Nevadas? Or did a small group of Americans seize the town of Sonoma and declare California to be independent? D is correct. The answer's done. Here we go.
How many points is that
one?
-1 for Mr. Matt. Going for Sabrina's head again. After the war, the Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo. How did it... Yeah, I haven't answered the question. Yeah. How did the Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo affect the United States? Did it A, draw the border, that line that divides the U.S. and Mexico to this day? Did it B, increase the size of the U.S. by 25%? Did it C, enable the U.S. to collect $18 million in property tax from Mexico?
B.
B is correct. It increased the U.S.'s size by 25%. Gadsden Purchase. We never discussed. We never did that in class, did we? The Gadsden Purchase. Okay. The Gadsden Purchase is that little teeny part of southern Arizona